Hello there, welcome to xshot Collective. Today's video is all about this. This is an xshot gel blaster. This is the xshot clutch, I do believe, which I picked up for a ridiculously cheap price while I was doing my grocery shopping the other week. I just thought I paid £12 for this, 12 UK pounds, which I think it was an offer. I think it's usually £15. It's down to 12. And it comes with a blaster and a little bottle for the rounds, and it comes with 5,000 rounds, which is don't really think it's when you play Nerf a lot and you're burning through ammo and mags, you think, oh, 5,000 rounds is enough, but it's a lot. It is a lot. I've put 500 rounds in this. I've been messing about with it for a couple of weeks now, and still hardly put a dent in this magazine of 500. So yeah. I absolutely had never seen or played with or even touched a gel ball blaster until I picked this up. I was aware of them. Obviously they've been out for a few years now. Nerf doing them, xshot doing them. There's all sorts of different ones on Amazon and eBay all over the place. And yeah, I was a bit completely new to it. It was something completely new to me. I just picked it up out of sheer curiosity to have a mess about with and kind of ping some shots in the garden. And yeah, it's been good fun. Bit of an experience all in. The mechanisms of it and everything, the way it works, and the gel rounds themselves. I must admit, when in my head I thought the gel rounds were little membranes that were filled with water. So when they hit, they would kind of burst into water, but they're actually little rounds of jelly. So when they hit, they just kind of disintegrate and smash into kind of jelly and then dissipate afterwards. God knows what they're made of, God knows if they're environmentally friendly. I don't really know, we need to do a bit of research into that. But they seem to be, if you put them between your fingers, you can just crush them. You'll see in the beginning there, I did a little firing video, tried to do some slow motion video of them exploding against the wall. So yeah, if they hit a target with a good bit of force, they do kind of disintegrate, but I'm pretty sure if they're coming towards the end of their trajectory and hit a target, they're not going to break up too much, but I imagine environment will just break them down pretty quickly. What they break down into, I don't know. I need to research that. Anyway, going on to this blaster itself, xshot is kind of pretty typical xshot quality, injection molded, fairly sturdy for what it needs to be. Bit of creak and a bit of wobble in it, like all xshot blasters, but it's absolutely solid. This is a Springer, pump action Springer, no slam fire. It comes with this magazine, which will take 400 rounds, and then but it doesn't feed from the magazine. It feeds from a hopper up the top here. If you open up here, there's a hopper in the top, which holds about 100 rounds, and the hopper feeds from the magazine. So when your hopper's empty, you just tip the blaster up, and the rounds feed from the magazine into the hopper, and then when the hopper's full, it deposits any rest back in the magazine, and yeah, you just pop away, and it holds hundreds of rounds in there, and then the magazine holds 400 as well. As I say, I've had this for a few weeks now and been messing about in the house and in the garden with it, and yeah, there's still hundreds of rounds left in this. But I suppose, yeah, if you had a couple of these magazines loaded, the magazine does lock shut as well, pretty tight, so you can lock the magazine shut. So they're very small, hold a lot. I mean, you'd only need a couple of these on you and you could play all day, absolutely no problem with this thing. I think FPS claims on the box, it said it was 150 FPS, but obviously these balls are very tiny. They're probably about the size of, maybe slightly bigger than airsoft BBs, and they're probably much heavier than an airsoft BB. Airsoft BB is all 0.2 of a gram. I'd imagine these are double the weight of that. Shooting it in my garden, which is about 60 feet, shooting it flat, they would definitely die in before they hit the end of the garden at kind of 50-60 feet. but arc shots were flying. There's no hop up or anything in this, so it just depends how the ball catches the air and flies, and some shots would go dead straight and others would fly off or dip down or turn left, turn right. Some would hop up and get a good decent bit of height and distance, but I'd say 5 times out of 10 it was pretty accurate, and then you had other ones that would shoot off. Probably just be down to the how the round is formed, I think, when it's been hydrated. Obviously you get the rounds of tiny little pellets, and then you soak them in water for a few hours. I think it says give 4 hours, but I reckon they were probably full size within 2 to 3 hours, to be fair. And yeah, it's just yeah, I would say 50 foot was probably your peak accuracy you were going to get with this thing. And obviously it's a really light prime. There can't be a very big spring in here. Obviously the projectiles are very small and pretty lightweight, so it's not going to take a massive amount of power to shoot them that far compared to a 1 gram or 1.2 gram Nerf dart, really. But yeah, I say just quite impressed. As I say, I just got this purely out of curiosity, just to have a try about with a gel blaster. And yeah, it's been good fun. Would I like to play? We've had a lot of questions from our Thunder events. We've had people saying, can I bring a gel blaster? And we've just said no. And having messed about with this, definitely the right decision, because I don't think people want, as I say, they're not the gel rounds, if they hit you, they can leave a bit of residue. They're really hard to hold because they're quite quite slimy feeling. But yeah, if they hit you at velocity, they do disintegrate and do leave a bit of residue and stuff. And I can imagine people who have got expensive gear and stuff not wanting any of that gunking up their gear. So I would only use gel ball if it was an all gel ball game. And I would probably, personally, I'd put them in the same class as Super Soakers. I would class a gel ball fight with having a water fight, really. It's kind of gimmicky, kind of fun. I see it as a kind of summer gimmicky kind of thing. I don't really see this as a serious thing out in the field. I'd rather just stick to darts, to be fair. And I don't think it's anywhere near, well, mind you, I've not tried any of the more higher power ones. I don't know how it compares to airsoft blasters. I've shot a few airsoft blasters in my time, but this particular one is nowhere near as powerful or as accurate as an airsoft blaster is. But there may be, I'm sure there are more powerful gel ball blasters out there. This is a very cheap kind of entry level option here from xshot. So yeah, I've no idea how it compare, but I would say I wouldn't like to see these in a mixed field. I would only like to see these in a kind of gel ball only kind of game. And yeah, I'd definitely play that game. It'd be good for a laugh. I could see it being fun in a kind of outdoor setting, indoor setting. Yeah, I don't know, it might work as well. Depends how these gel balls break down over time. As I say, it's not something not something I've seen yet. I haven't seen how they break down. But yeah, anyway, as a little entry level, very cheap blaster, this was good fun. It comes with a trigger lock as well, a safety, so you can lock the trigger. So the magazine release as well. Just in there for this, but you're not going to be changing this mag very often, to be fair, because once you put 500 rounds in this, it's going to last you a long time. So yeah. Anyway, if you want to have a plink about and a bit of a mess about with some gel ball, one of these xshot blasters is definitely an entry level thing. And one of the Nerf blasters of a similar size and capacity and features is probably going to set you back 3-4 times the price compared to one of these. The Nerf gel fire blasters do seem to be quite expensive. Whether there's a marked difference in that, I do not know, because I do not intend to buy any of them really. But yeah, these xshot ones definitely very, very good entry level if you want to have a mess about with it. As I say, I just picked this up while I was grocery shopping for the price of a couple of cups of coffee. Really, it was very cheap indeed, and the ammo is going to last for I don't know how long. I nearly bought an extra pack of ammo of an extra few thousand rounds, and I'm totally glad I didn't, because I don't think I'll ever go through the rounds that came with it. Anyway, yeah, worth checking out. xshot gel ball blasters, good bit of fun. If you want to dip your toe into gel ball blasters, this is a good shout. Very cheap, and good for messing about. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you check us out here on YouTube, follow us over on Facebook and over on Instagram, and yeah, stay tuned for more things to come. Anyway, thanks for watching.